well get to it, I guess. Alright, chat. Today we are playing some Red Black Demons in Pioneer Leagues. We have our very stock build of Red Black mid-range with a demon package to help support the card on Holy Annex. We're trying to play some early removal, play some powerful threats with Fable, Shouldered, and Annex, and hope that our cards line up well and our mana is good. Actually, pick up Malcolm is a combo. A combo that I've seen many times in my life. That was fast. That might have been the fastest league match I've ever joined in my entire life. This hand's busted. Now we just need to not draw more lands. If we draw more lands, I think we're in a lot of danger. Oh, Ornithopter. Demir Ninjas? Oh, okay, exactly what I said I didn't want to happen has now happened. Wonderful. Amazing how that works. They mulligan? They mulled to 6. When Satoru the Infiltrator or one other non-token creatures you control enter, if none of them were cast, no mana was spent. So even if they ninjutsu this, they don't draw a card. So this has to be like, what, Kaido? Oh, they're gonna double ninjutsu? Draw their card and ninjutsu again? Little combo? Yeah. Oh. Does this not also have ninjutsu? It does not. I thought it did. Well, we drew our other Blood Tithe Harvester, which basically functions as a removal spell. You can go. Hello, Anulio. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm trying to do some earlier content. Mostly because I need content for YouTube. Challenges aren't really the most YouTube friendly content. Leagues are a lot easier to follow. A bit more consistent. We just get Call of the Death Dweller? Holy. No more lands. Get this out of here. I want that guy fucking dead. You considered single queuing for that. For challenges? I try to single queue challenges. Double queuing challenges is actually better, believe it or not. What is this? Ninjutsu abilities cost 1 less to activate. Other ninjas and rogues you control get +1/+1. The issue with challenges is that, like, playing them to their completion often is unexciting, if that makes sense. Like, playing at 5-2 or 4-3 is just, like, not really. They pump each other, so I can't sack these blood. It's not really, like, exciting, I guess. Another blade of the own. Where leagues are, like, very, you can follow along. You can see the record. Another one. Do you think they have a third? If they have a third, they would attack with us. Right. Block is pretty. This is supposed to be like Master Splinter. They do have the third. That's insane. Nanobox. Prosperous Thief. Here's a treasure token. They didn't have the third, they just ran this in? What? We're good here. I have 4 Ranger Captain. I think we'll be playing 3-3 split of Ranger Captain and Boros. Yeah, I think the Ranger Captain thing just was good for that event because you could expect like 30% of breach. I think like having 4 of them is not good in a Moto meta because the Moto meta is a bit more random. Alright, we're just gonna board in some removal and board out our Duresses. The reason for the uptick in Pioneer lately, is there an event coming up? There's not really an uptick in Pioneer, is there? There's no event coming up that I know of. Did the Ginge RC grind end? They won't let me grind all the RCs. If I could play all the RCs, I would. That's probably not true, but unfortunately I couldn't grind the American RCs. %15 breach. Yeah. That's like kind of what I would expect in the Moto meta. Happy we saved this go for the throat. I get to kill both of these. And I get to Thoughtseize them. The Fairy Miscreant is actually super annoying. It allows them to double spell. I really don't want them to do. Although, if they go Master Splinter into Master Splinter, we can't really block it. But hopefully this foam will find something. We are delirious. You would have probably gone to Portland if possible. They didn't play the land one of the lands we knew about. I would have gone to Portland if it wasn't insanely expensive for me to go to Portland. I was qualified for Portland or Charlotte or one of them, whatever one I chose. Bring that land was. Hopefully this doesn't ruin me. I do get kind of punished if they have another Master Splinter. But I know one of the cards in their hand is a land. Okay. Nice. Oh. And another land. Rewarded for discarding the land. I will make a 6/6. They don't want to play anymore? They kind of have an even split. I wonder if they have Kaidos. They almost 100% have Kaidos. They should probably have another Bitter Triumph. Oh, stop that. Hello, Alden. How are you? You get more gift subs. You'll go to every American RC to meet your fans. That is what I'm saying. I'm also saying if I get more regular subs, not gift subs, I would also go to more events to meet my fans. Twitch, you ever heard of partner program on Twitch? That's where the shmoney is, I'm pretty sure. No plays on one? Not even an ornithopter? I wonder if they have like flood pitch drowners or if it's only ninjas. Well, I don't really actually want to discard any of the cards in my hand to this FOMO, so I'm just not going to cast it. Who's the Cyborg Iron? Thoughts on Pixie? List that's running stock up. I'm not going to say no, because the answer is not no, but I hadn't planned on doing that. But if you're asking me to, or you want it, I will do something. But yeah, I don't have. I guess I have something partially written. I've been changing a lot of cards in the list, and I've been losing a lot with the deck recently. And I'm not sure it's because I'm changing too many things, or if because I'm getting unlucky. So I was gonna wait until I felt a little bit more confident in my choices, but it might just be like I should just worry less and just write something, I guess. But this is tough. I don't know if I'm supposed to Thoughtseize plus FOMO, because I do want a removal spell, or jam this Fable. Because if they ninjutsu something in and snowball, I kind of fall behind. If they have another spell pierce, I basically lose the game. But if the Thoughtseize doesn't see anything relevant or amazing, like they could also just have push. Push is that's fine. Or they have push then. For that, then something else. What is this? Whenever creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a loyalty counter on Kaido. Up to one target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Draw a card, then discard a card. Create a 2/1 blue ninja creature token. -9, you get an emblem. Whenever a player casts a spell, you create a ninja. Okay, so the wrong Kaido. Oh. Where did this come from? Oh, they made it with the Kaido. They zeroed. That's okay. All makes sense. I don't think I want this thought. Alright, hope you can't kill this. Sideboarding is your biggest struggle that you're working on still? Yeah, I'll put something together. Playing around the Lotus energy this week. I would do, yeah, realistically. I don't know how exactly how it looks or how it like plays out. But yes, like if you want Blood Moons is like Eldrazi's gonna be a popular deck. Opponent's almost 100% on Lotus. Titan's gonna be popular. So Blood Moon has like a higher importance. And like the white black Heteromos deck will also continue to be popular. So I would not be surprised if like if you want more purges. I've actually started to come around on purge a bit more. That was a good draw. I didn't want to play this Yawgmoth or this Urborg to give them black mana. Because I think that March is like a bit too spotty a good amount of the time. Like, it kind of sucks, and I would rather it not suck. But yeah, if they ban Breach, like the card Underworld Breach, I think like the decks to beat then are Eldrazi, White Black, and the Mirror. And so yeah, my natural conclusion would be like Purges, Blood Moons, maybe some more showdowns, etc. If you want to have Blood Moons, you can't really play Mardu. Is one of the issues with Mardu. Obviously, like, you could just bite the Titan matchup by either not having Blood Moons um or by just like being like, I can just roll them as long as I have a plains and a swamp in my deck or whatever. But I don't think that's very safe. Here we're just cutting our bad removal with Thoughtseize and Torches, or Pushes and Torches, and bringing in Liliana, Damping Sphere, Hearse. Damping Sphere shuts off the card Lotus Field. Hearse interacts with their graveyard. Liliana makes them discard their cards, and they need all their cards in their hand. I'm bringing the Withering Torment because a good amount of Lotus players have Leyline of Sanctity post board, which makes it so we can't target them. And so that makes it so our Thoughtseizes and our Duresses are pretty bad. And Thoughtseize and Duress is the best card in the matchup. So if they're playing Leyline, I want to Withering Torment it. Some versions also play Artist Talent, so this hits Artist Talent. Sometimes you can catch a Leer with it. Other than that, yeah, all this other removal sucks. Remember 10 years ago, I hate the build of it now, just not fun to play against? I don't think it was fun to play against before. I think the deck is just unfun. But yeah, I think that, like, that's sort of the natural conclusion is all the decks that it depends. Like, this is funny, we were having these conversations when we were talking about the ring unban or the ring ban, and then they banned ring, they banned Amped Raptor, and they unbanned a bunch of stuff, and it was like, okay, all of these conversations actually just don't matter. And so I think that that's probably like a reasonable thing to do, what you mentioned. But again, like, they could like unban some stuff too, or they could ban multiple things. Like, I don't know. There's Yawgmothers lands in a hexproof Lotus field, no angle outside, mutant does anything. Yeah, you have to do things like pretty oddly against Titan. To be fair though, like, in order for Titan to exist in the format, it has to do all this weird shit because the deck is like pretty not resilient otherwise. Like, it's if you could just kill a Titan and move on with your day, like, the deck would be so much worse, right? We need to see a Damping Sphere in the next turn, I think. So best way to do that is to play a Fable and hope we find it. Ban Breach, ban Amulet. Sounds like we should just ban all combo decks. Lotus Field is an interesting ban. I I don't think they want to do that though. I think that's the opposite of what they want to do. I don't think they want to just ban. They actually like don't want to ban cards. So normally when they ban things, it's because they sort of have to, right? I just find you it's not much different than Stormers. People are okay with anti-Storm cards more than they are anti-Titan cards. Yeah, I agree. I think Storm fucking sucks though. Like I wish it wasn't in the format. I think combo sucks in general. But neither of those are a damping sphere. Alright. We have to hope our opponent doesn't have a way to kill me in 7 cards. Alright. Yeah, I'm obvious. This is pretty obvious. I don't like combo decks. I think they are bad for games. I think combo decks existing create some interesting play patterns about Magic, but in general, I think they suck.
Hello, misplaced ginger. Hello, chat.
56 whole years. Damn. Hello, Runts. Thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate it. Everybody say thank you, Runs. You might be my longest subscriber, I think. I think Guy of Souls and Catcher Most do a good job making a baseline of modern power. But also those cards are like a lot more powerful. Are way more powerful than a lot of the cards we've seen in the past like 5 years or whatever, right? Like I think that like the reason why I'm fine with having combo in the format is because it does keep in check a lot of the random stuff. But also like having only mid-range or having only aggro is just like not a good outcome either. So that's not what I want. So like you kind of need a mix of everything. Stormwind Entity used to be a scary card. God, you're really dating yourself here. That was like COVID posting. Rig the vote for the Apex Gaming to Pioneer, not Modern. Sure, I'll try. You can save me from having to play Breach. Let me play Pioneer. Draw poll. Disclaimer to be clear, we aren't sure if we can change it at this point. If we can, the community wants to, then we will. What format do you want to see day 2? Pioneer. How do I vote? I didn't. Oh. This straw poll sucks. Okay, chat. I did not stack rank. No. Alright, chat, if you could all do me a favor. If you could go over to this tweet that Mason just posted, if you could go down here and go to the straw poll, and if you could vote, if you could I don't know, do something like this. I've already voted in the poll. You have to move them. Make sure you move them. If you don't move them and you just hit vote, uh, it won't. It'll just vote for whatever was on top before. But just vote for Pioneer at top. Thank you. I just want to see how they win. Did they already cast? Okay, they did. I wasn't paying attention. This hand's busted. Energy is a 5K Pioneer Sunday. Where is the energy? Where is this energy? They mulled the 6-2. Nice. Okay, they have Field, Beseju, Island. I mean, the scrying is pretty decent for them. I think I'm just going to take the scrying. The scrying is like the scariest card, I think. I hope I just hit a red source so I don't have to play this sphere. Nice. If I play this, they're not gonna... Well, they might play around Damping Sphere if they have the opportunity to, but they're less likely to now. Like, yeah, they're gonna hold the Beseju. So they play Lotus Field, they untap it, they go to 3. They have to Beseju first. They Beseju. Next turn. No, I think I have a turn window. I think it's better to play this Fable now. It's really hard for them to go off with just Lotus Field. Their unknown has to be strings. Oh, it can't even be strings. I know I know all the cards in their hand. I guess they can Vizier into it. 3, 4. Yeah, it has to be strings into pour. They go to 3. They can't even net mana. Yeah, no, we're pretty safe. Madison, Wisconsin. But isn't that pretty far from you, Mason? Are you playing it or commentating it? He left. Came in here to get some votes and then left. Typical American. Can I go to 6 mana this turn? I cannot. I can go to 5 mana. This is 5. If I find a land, it's 7. Put them to 10. 7 again plus 2. It's not enough. Well, it's actually Xaxes. Play this after. If I play this, they besiege you. They besiege you this. Play this. They're discarding the shoulder. Alright. It is pretty hard for them to win. You know, 4 of the 6 cards in their hands. They can't really cast that many spells. They don't have that much mana. If they go like, they have to be like Grazer into Lotus Field. I can't even. I know 5 of the cards in there. Three. If they besiege this now. Oh, they can Vizier it, go to. They can't draw another card on their turn until they deal with this stupid. Oh. Why'd they untap the island? Oh. And not the Balagad Sanctuary. Maybe it was a misclick? Happy Orc. Okay. 3 1-mana removal spells and 2 of the best cards in my deck. And we're playing against a green-white deck with no turn 1 plays. That's good for us. Let's see what you're working with. Oh, a little Greasefang action. Alright, well, I'll take the enabler. Hope you don't Greasefang me on turn 3 anyways. I mean, I don't think I'm holding the Thoughtseize for later, so I'm just going to cast it now. Double Bitter Triumph. Okay. I am at 16. There's reason to not play the Fable here. Just because if they draw exactly vehicle last turn, discard it, and then draw exactly Greasefang, I die. But I think I want them to Bitter Triumph this token or the backside of Fable rather than the D. Okay, they ripped the first part. Okay, they didn't rip the second part. Oh, a little too close. Little too close. Little too much. I would have been very frustrated to say the least. All right, we have double removal spell for Greasefang, so I'm not gonna get too frisky. I'm just gonna triple removal spell for Greasefang. I'm just gonna hold up mana until the end of time and. Yeah, we'll just keep doing that. I don't. Who plays the dead format? I do. You're watching it. Buster? Would have I ended the stream? No, I would have. I would have mauled it, flipped it, and engagement farmed it on Twitter or something. All right, I don't need to leave. I could have copied my Mutavault, but we're in garbage time. I don't think it matters. Cash grab. These are just the milled cards, right? So they have Greasefang, Knight of Autumn, Overlord. They chose Overlord. Kind of sick. Overlord in this deck's kind of sick. Milled Informant, Cash Grab, Parhelion. Uses Greasefang. Okay. So we were gonna make a 6/6. I was gonna copy the 6/6 and attack with this Mutavault for 8. 2 damage on the unstep is 10. And we will just bring in our anti-graveyard cards. Our removal. These torches, if they have Stitcher Supplier, these torches are a lot better. Withering Torments get worse. Dresses get worse. They're a bit too. I really don't want to tap out on turn 3. Bring in these. Water removal. Water removal, not enough threats. I mean, torch is actually probably better than push. Why isn't there a Greasefang Ketramos deck? Well, Greasefang doesn't exile. Puts us in the graveyard to play. Duh. This hand's a bit. I don't think you're supposed to maul hands like this, though. You're thankful for John Watts. I'm thankful for food. All right, don't do it. That's all I ask. Don't do it to me. Discarded a chariot. Okay. I can beat a chariot. The Magnet. Luckily, this one is of the beatable things they could be doing here. I'm gonna take this Overlord. If I don't take the Overlord and I take the Greasefang, they just get it back. They have to draw a land to play this Chariot, which is fine. Just gonna do this. Push this. They can have a second Greasefang. They need to have a vehicle in their bin for it to do anything. Just gonna play the shoulder and hope that they don't rip a removal spell. Yep. We go to 2, but we might be able to stabilize. Bank busty. Oh, we've successfully stabilized. I'm not gonna Thoughtseize because they could have Chariot. That'd be pretty bad for me. Or Chariot Parhelion. Actually, Chariot any other vehicle would be not good. Not ideal. Hacking with a bank. Has to be Fatal Push. I'm like 100% sure this is Fatal Push. I mean, I don't think I can play around it. We're dead. Alright. Riveting stuff. Riveting stuff. I'm asking every time. I need to know how many lifetime GRVs you have received in preparation for our next pairing. GRVs don't work on Moto. Thank you for your question, though. In my like, you're showing interest in me outside the game, or outside the stream at least. Inside the game, but outside the stream, and that's what I appreciate about you, Bolt Snap Bolt. Would you do if Greasefang pulled up to the 10K with JBL speaker blasting Fetty Wap? I would sing it along with Greasefang. You ever listen to Fetty Wap? Were you conscious when Fetty Wap had a chokehold on the world? Have you ever sang along to the phrase 1738? Like, the euphoria that comes from that, it's unrivaled. I don't think you can, like, if you weren't there, you wouldn't get it. We don't want the saga to deal with cast plus excelling the yard isn't the worst. No, I think adding a 3-drop to the deck that like is delayed is not very strong. And I think that build 3 lands and a cash grab. I think that it doesn't actually exile the graveyard, because if they have anything, they can just wait. Like, I can never play it on turn 3. I always have to play it after turn 3, unless they've already done the thing. And then they just have Greasefang plus anything anyways, right? The play patterns it, like, beats, you're probably beating, and the play patterns you're losing to, it doesn't do anything. And I definitely don't want more 3-drops in my deck. I don't think. I think I'm gonna if I FOMO discard this Fable, I can play Annex the following turn. If they have an answer to this, it's most likely removal. They can't. It's really hard for them to go removal mill. I guess they have Stitcher Supplier. They have to blind Stitcher Supplier. Probably pretty safe to just play this Fable. If they have Massageio, I can also just leave up a Swamp. Not like the most likely to be Massageio. They also chose Concealed Courtyard. Oh, they played it. They Bitter Triumph the token, discarding a Parhelion with our Hearse in play. The bar rotation your way into Trap Cream was legendary. Yeah, it's crazy. We should listen to some Fetty Wap. I think this one was my favorite. The Remy Boys were legendary as well. Yeah. 17 shots from 38. That was from. I would like to destroy those. So now we have their graveyard covered. And I have a threat in play. So they have to not only deal with my threats, but unlicensed hers. 6, 8. Only 10. They could realistic. No, it's pretty unlikely. Whatever. Like, what's his discography? It says he came out with an album last year. Or 2 years ago. Alright, this little match 4. I need another land, but at a festival he was playing at? What did he do? Was it just like drug possession? More Greasefang? Free to distribute and possess controlled substance. What was the controlled substance? Like Adderall or like cocaine or? They took over the throat. It's like almost 100% Greasefang again. You think it's just Abzan Greasefang again? 100 kilos? That is a lot. That is like, I don't know how much those things are actually worth, but like millions of dollars now. Okay, my opponent definitely is on Greasefang, and they definitely just fucking have it. So we're just gonna look. They shocked in and did nothing. %. They're Greasefang. They took my Withering Torment, not my Fatal Push. Didn't make a land. Yeah. Mardu Greasefang, though. Taking a lot of dammy. Uh, 18. I don't really need the second Fable. I could Thoughtseize them and shove with both, but I think it's better to... Like, they can't draw and discard with the Fable unless they kill the Sheoldred. And they have to have 2-mana spell, 2-mana removal spell and upkeep, plus discard Greasefang vehicle, plus, like, reanimation spell. Which is really hard to do, and if they do that, even if they put a Parhelion into play, I go to what, 5? We have a lot of outs after that. Okay, more Greasefang. Same thing as last time. This version's a bit grindier, but I don't really want these Withering Torments. They also have Fable, so duress is a little better. Still don't want to tap out on turn 3. Fatal Push is slightly better. Blades are kind of bad. Any Greasy Fangs? Anybody in chat a Bike Rat? Any Bike Rats in chat? I don't think one's much better. All right. No plays on one. It's good for me. I wanted to draw a land, but all good. Overlord, FOMO, Blood Tithe. Parhelion. We will take this. The FOMO puts the Parhelion in the graveyard 100%. Can you guys read chat? Can you see it? You know, I played the same guy twice in a row this league because I made the mistake of playing this format at 10 p.m. Where is it 10 p.m. in the world? You're 12 hours ahead of me? 11 hours? So, like, Australia or, like, Roxa? FOMO. Pick up the FOMO. I mean, I guess that's a reason to take the overload. No, they have to recast the FOMO. Like a turn. Shoulder does look a lot worse here, though. I will be still discarding this torch. Oh, land. Unlucky. The new cycling vehicle was the out. Oh, the one that exiles something? Forgot about that card. The land we wanted last turn. I have to have found the Greasefang, I guess. Pioneer Leagues? Yeah, we're leaguing it up. I need content for YouTube. Any YouTubers in chat? Hey, YouTubers, if you're watching, you should subscribe to my channel. Smile. Discarded Parhelion, Blood Crypt. Alright. No Greasefang, no Greasefang, no Greasefang, no Greasefang, no Greasefang. Oh! They're tapping right to left. Oh, there's Flash Mark Roxa. I can beat that. Little moto tip. If somebody taps right to left, it means they don't have it. If they tap left to right, it means they have it. Gotta keep that in mind. Not many people know that. Am I ever discarding this last card? I mean, I guess it just gives me the option. Because I kind of want to, when this Blood Tithe, I want this to kill the Fable next turn. And if this is a dead card, yeah, I don't want that. We're going to gain 3 life here by discarding this Fable. This gives me, I guess it doesn't give me, well, it does when I sacrifice this. They also exiled their Parhelion, so they have to, like, discard and put a Greasefang into play. Did you beat Radon then? No, I did not. Me losing to Radon is not good YouTube content. I did not get the card Trick Shot 1 in 1 minute. That's the hardest one. I swear to God, that one's impossible. That Overlord's coming out soon. Alright, same thing as last turn. They need to have Parhelion plus Greasefang. I can beat this Croxa. Oh, we have a removal spell in draw step. Started a. Oh no, they took 3 life? Yeah, they took 3. Started a Blood Tithe Harvester. They have a way to put a card in the graveyard. They can get this Croxa back. Whatever. I'm at 10. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Oh, I guess they didn't. Oh, they would have enough mana if they drew an untapped land. Not really worth the risk, I guess. My plays are kind of forced. They're pretty face up. They don't have Delirium, which is really good for me. They do get to flashback this Croxa though. I have them for 8 damage. I need to find 3 points. If this FOMO doesn't die, we have lethal. What the hell is that? If you sacrifice an artifact, if you or discard a card. If you do draw a card. Okay. Is there an upcoming pile event? No, I don't think so. Oh, that gave them Delirium? Oh, this attack is bad. Why are they... Okay, trick for the people at home. If you have 2 FOMOs, don't attack with both of them at the same time. It's kind of useless. It just doesn't really accomplish much. Would they return? Return to Greasefang. Because, like, so let's say you attack with just FOMO, Goblin, Shaman, and Overlord. You get 1 extra combat. If I block Shaman, Overlord, right, with both of these, you then can choose to attack with this Spear again if you want to. If you attack with both, you get both triggers, but you only get to target one thing. Like, if I don't block this Overlord the first time, you can never untap it the second time. Like here, I can just like do this, and now my opponent's combat, my second combat is just pretty bad, and I don't have to worry about this Overlord. Like I don't mind taking 7 here because I'm pretty sure we have lethal. If they attack with just 1 fear, I'm forced to block the Overlord the first time. And like maybe it's pretty marginal, but it's like small enough where it's very easy for you to just do, you know, like the alternative is that I just get to ignore the Overlord and kill them. I know I know one of them, it's a Greasefang. Even X spell? Oh, it's just Crocs. I do not want to go to 2 and die to something, or shock or whatever. Arm to the party, boys. Untap my demon. Impending overlords are creatures on the stack. Yeah, I think so. Snorion. Okay, I will. Jacob Hogard. Yeah, that guy fucking sucks. Opponent is 2/2 though. You wanted to buy some tokens from me? Oh, it's just Snorion. I could just send you some, or I could find somebody to get you some. I have to wait a turn. You'll pay shipping. Yeah, we can figure it out. Cool trip, and then do this fucking creep the whole time. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Yeah, we went to Much Music a few times. We never, I don't think we saw anybody, but he always seemed like a creep. And that was like right around the era when I was like paying attention to Much Music or like that sort of thing. For those who don't know, Much Music is like the MTV of Canada. We're late to the party, boys. No More Lies, Emperor, March, Omen. 1 top, 1 bottom. Another thought seat. Not only is this match going to take forever, but my opponent is taking their sweet ass time. Alright. I will thought seize you again. I mean, it's probably just for. And lead this FOMO and discard this Withering Torment. Another Thoughtseize. So if they pick up Snorion, I can get the Snorion. Another Thoughtseize is nice. I'm almost delirious too. If I draw a land, I can make myself delirious. Mm-hmm. Why would you march it if you're just gonna Dove and Veto it? My other hand is 3 steps ahead Spar's headquarters. Fatal Push? I don't want that. I do really need to hit that Snorion. I don't mind having a 6th land. Covering for 4 is pretty deep. We had to break pretty hard our last 3 draw steps. Be behind all of a sudden. But all good. Like any Fable, any Annex, any Shieldred, any FOMO. Yeah. What's the rationale for not blooding that land? The 6th one? I don't mind having a 6th land. I think if I was drawing exactly a Thoughtseize or a discard spell, I don't even know if I'd cast it that turn. I put 2 top and then 1 top, 1 bottom. Tournament's party boys. Well, my opponent's deck is not good. They picked up Get Lost. I don't know what that's doing there. I wonder if that means they like don't have. No, they have to have wrath effects, right? Like no way they don't. Maybe they just don't have farewells. No, they probably still have farewells. They played the Spars headquarters. But 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 do you know if they play green cards? Why they have to play green cards. I don't know what green cards. Like there's no way they're playing this without playing green cards, basically. It's the only thing that makes sense. Is it beans? Beans would make some amount of sense, I guess. Considering Omni for the RC. Isn't the RC not for another like 2 months? Isn't there a whole other set that comes out since then? Till then? I guess like you're not loony for considering Omni. I do think the deck is reasonable, and I think that A, not enough people are respecting it, and B, not enough people are gonna know how to play against it. I do think though that the event not being for another 2 months, and I think that there's another like is there not another set that comes out between now and then? Like that those are reasons why I would just say like any consideration for a deck at the moment is probably a bit off base. Yeah. So I think like I'm not against preparation. I don't think it's a bad idea to like kind of think about what deck you want to play, but so many things can change, right? Is it only instant? Yeah, instant or sorcery. Not like enchantment or anything. You have farewell. Oh, you never heard this cover? Never listened to enough Pop Goes Punk or Punk Goes Pop. It's one of the only good covers from that series, but he's really just starting to consider other options. But yeah. So I'm in the same boat. I played blue white a bit, and it was pretty decent and pretty fun. But it's hard to like even if I was like if the event was this weekend, I would play Pixie. It's hard for me to be like, oh, I definitely want to play Pixie at the R scene in a month or 2 months or whatever, right? Even if it was 2 weeks from now, I would be thinking about locking in a deck, but still a little too far away, I think. But like that doesn't mean you if you want to play Omni and you want to learn Omni and like learn how people play against Omni, like it's not a bad idea to like spend your time to do that or whatever also. Because like I said, like I don't think enough people are going to respect it. I don't think enough people are going to know how to play against it. All right. No counterspell. No removal. Yeah, that's good for me. One top, one bottom. Okay, that's also good for me. It's also good for me. You're at 1. What did you leave on top if not a removal spell? Okay. Why'd we go to 1? Probably have to pick up Dovin's Veto. Finding invasions in paper. The white invasion? Those shouldn't be too hard, given enough time. Fine. So, 4 answers to Snorion. There's no way they have a transformational sideboard and are boarding in a bunch of angels. If they do, like, their deck is worse than I thought it was before, but it probably means they don't have Farewell. I was thinking about this earlier. It was like yesterday, I think. Might be time to play Croxa again. Just like really hard on the mana with the Mutavaults and shit, but like against the Pixie deck, I don't think they can beat a Croxa. I mean, they can, but like if they Hopeless Nightmare or Croxa into your bin, like they're like pretty far behind. It no longer matters if you kill it. There's that beans. I assume that's why they have green for the beans. And it's good. We've broken Moto. Not an awful draw. I will be withering tormenting that. Yeah. No attack is crazy work. Alright. Zero top, two bottom. Two mana, no plays. Uh-huh. You review your Twitter.
Ginge, here are bits on Twitch, for you to review my bit on Twitter pursuant to your planned bit to review bits on Twitter. Please review my bit.
I will review your bit when I finish this match. How about that? How's that sound? Very, very. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna jam this. I hope I don't draw any more lands. Any thoughts, users in chat? Anybody got any thoughts? Why is our hero not playing cool planeswalkers? I should put some cool planeswalkers in my sideboard. Chat, what's your favorite cool planeswalker? That was a good draw. And kill the Teferi. Send one on each in the hearse of Teferi. At the best, they block, exile, they save Teferi. Good. Yeah, I guess it's best to just send both at Teferi. Their board sucks without it. They can exchange this Emperor for this Reflection. Who's gonna kill the Samurai? I think. I do want to get to 5 lands so I can activate this. I don't want to use the treasure. That's nice. 1, 2, 3. And they're short a land to play this Yorion. Yep. Mm. Need a dodge removal. Or they have Otawara. I mean, I am delirious. Thank you, Saga. Oh, that's probably not a good idea. Hmm. They lose the Otawara, they pick up the Yorion. Probably actually just supposed to go to combat. Multi-format staple, yeah. Breaking everything. They didn't use the Yorion or the Otawara, which is nice for me. Night of Autumn, sure. I know 3 of the or 2 of the 3 cards in their hand. They're like kind of forced to block the curse. Oh, they're gonna auto-wire it. Okay. If I find they do that, it's not even that big of a deal now because they already wasted a bunch of removal spells on this shit. Yeah, I don't even. That's fine. Oh. Maybe I'm supposed to wait. Because now I don't have delirium. I mean, I get the Yorion for free anyways. You're allowed to not attack to F Daddy? Yeah. Probably playing some. Alright, we have a lot of good draws. Our opponent has a lot of bad ones. One top, one. I mean, answering both of these cleanly is probably worth it. Or told card. If they have the angel card in their sideboard alongside all this nonsense, I don't know what to like. I don't know what to think, man. That would be insane. Probably just Doomscar or something. They like almost 100% have a counter spell, but I don't play around it. Now we brick. Wow, my opponent's deck is a pile of cards. That is insane. I have outs. We have consumes all in our deck. I think that one turn I was supposed to hold the consumes all instead of jamming it. But it's hard to say. Hard to say. Unlucky.